Hi everyone, welcome back to Keeby's Collectibles. I'm Pam, and today I would like to share with you my recent experience of purchasing items from Facebook Marketplace to try to sell on eBay. Now, I'm going to share with you some things that I purchased recently. I purchased 2 items off of Facebook Marketplace, and I purchased 1 item from a local thrift store. It kind of goes with one of those items that I purchased from Facebook Marketplace. But anyway, I'm going to show all 3 of those items to you, and I'm going to share with you some tips or maybe ask you some questions. For example, can you make a decent enough profit from buying items from Facebook Marketplace and selling them on eBay? And at the end, I'd like to present to you 4 questions that you should always ask yourself before you do decide to purchase on Facebook Marketplace to sell on eBay. All right, so let's get started. All right, everyone, this is the Polly Pockets lot that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. I paid $20 for this entire lot, and this lot comes with the Dress Me Mini Mall Magnetic Salon Cafe. It comes with this packet of shoes, shirts. It's like plastic clothes, handbags. I mean, a gazillion pieces, tiny little pieces also. It also comes with the Polly Pocket picnic car and the snack time scooter and this stretch limousine. And check out the little pool and the TV in the back. That's a pretty nice ride. It also comes with the trendy townhouse and the lunchbox, and maybe this orange thing here is a school or a locker, not quite sure. We have the Dazzlin' Pet Show Prancing Pony set. And we have the pet grooming salon here, okay? And that's part of it. And we have some little pets, some meow meows there. And this piece, we tried to look up, and we could not really find this piece on Facebook Marketplace, on eBay. But we were able to find everything else. So, we also have this set of Polly Pockets. Now, these Pollys have this hard hair, that rubberized whatever hair. We've got a little bride and groom, a little extra mail, we've got a cake, and we have some of these Pollys with hair. Now, these Pollys look to be about, maybe 3 inches tall, okay? They're not the tiny ones, and they're not the vintage. These are probably from 2002, 2001, 2007, okay? So that is my lot that I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace for $20. Next up, we have the Monster High Deluxe High School, and I purchased this off of Facebook, and I paid $20. Now, you'll notice it is huge. It's very tall, very large, and it comes with a few accessories here. It required a truck to get it home, or you could put it in the back if you have a larger vehicle. Certainly wouldn't go in a tiny vehicle without having to break it down. So I purchased this off of Facebook Marketplace for $20. And last, I purchased 8 Monster High dolls from a local thrift store here in town. And I purchased 8 dolls for $10, so I paid $1.25 each. Now, these 2 dolls came with the larger Monster High High School. So with that purchase from the Facebook Marketplace, that was the high school plus these 2 dolls. So I purchased these 8 from a local thrift store here in town. Remember, I paid $10 for 8. Okay, so let's talk about those Polly Pockets. I have a few notes here scribbled, so I'm going to reference those as we chat. So remember, I bought that lot of Polly Pockets for $20 from Facebook Marketplace. Now, I plan to sell the Polly Pockets in lots of 3, and I would say my highest profit that I would like to make would be $90 because I'm thinking $29.99 for each. Now, it could be less if someone makes me, a best offer, or if I notice that it's not selling, then I'll have to reduce my price. But I'm looking kind of at the high end here, okay? So if I make $90 from selling all of those Polly Pockets, let's take out that $20 that I sold, that I purchased the Polly Pockets for, and that leaves me $70. $10, give or take, for eBay and PayPal fees, and that leaves me with a $60 profit. The next thing we're going to talk about are these Monster High dolls and the Monster High high school. So let's get into that. So the Monster High, the Deluxe High School, I bought that off of Facebook Marketplace. I paid $20. Now, I'd seen another one on there sell for $45. So I thought $20 is a pretty good deal for that huge Monster High School. So it came with 2 of the dolls. Now, I'm not going to try to sell that on eBay. I'm going to try to resell that back on Facebook Marketplace for $45 to $50. That's my thought. Now, that'll give me $25 profit. There's going to be no eBay fees and none of that PayPal business involved. So I'm looking at, $25 profit. Now, let's talk a little bit about the dolls. So I bought 8 dolls at that local thrift store, paid $10. I added the 2 dolls that came with the big school. So that gives me a total of $10. Typically, you can sell Monster High dolls for about $3 each. So I'm going to list them for $36 because there's always somebody out there trying to lowball me for everything. So, if I can get 30, that's a good place that I'd like to be. So I'm going to try to go a little bit high so I can land where I want to be. So I'm going to list for $36. And if you think about it, if I'm going to ask $45 to resell the Monster High. I'm going to ask $30 for eBay to resell the dolls. That'll give me a $75 profit for those items. Now, $10 for the dolls, $20 for the high school, that's $30. That leaves me back at $45. Now let's take away some fees. I'm not going to take away the fees for the school, just the dolls. So give or take $5, that leaves me with a $40 total profit. Now, these are some things that after I did all these purchases and thinking, oh my gosh, I want to make so much money, these things came to my mind. So I thought I would share some of these questions that you might need to ask yourself before you decide to venture out into Facebook Marketplace, okay? One thing that I'd like to talk with you about is safety. How do you feel about the safety of your pickup place? Oftentimes, you need to meet with someone for a pickup, or they're asking you to do a porch pickup. Safety is something that you really need to think about. Never travel alone. I always take my husband with me. And make sure that you meet in public places. There are police departments now with video surveillance and specific areas that you can meet up. So think about your safety. Ask yourself, is this $20 or is this $60 or $80 profit worth it for me, worth my safety? It's a good thing for you to think about. The number 2, in all of my profit that I was thinking about, I didn't include driving time. So ask yourself, how far am I going to have to drive? Am I going to have to drive in traffic and be stuck in traffic during rush hour? And the gas that goes along with it. Typically, what I like to do is if I'm going to meet someone, we are probably less than, I would say about 3 miles, but definitely less than 5 miles away from a police department. And that's always a great place to meet somebody to do your little, switcheroo, right? Money for the goods. Okay, and another thing is when you are driving, even if you have to go a little bit further than what you'd like to, tack on errands. Make sure that your drive is going to be worthwhile. So remember, ask yourself, is my drive time, is the gas that I'm spending, is it going to be worth the profit that I'm going to make? Another thing is if you really think you're going to make an awesome profit, ask that person to meet you halfway, especially if there is a nice little drive between. Okay, so that way you don't have to go as far. What about your time? Is your time worth it? You know that when you get these items home, you have to clean them, you have to sort them, you have to list them. Is it going to take you 30 minutes? Is it going to take you more than an hour? So think about your time and how much time that you want to invest in this. Will your profit be worth it? Will it be enough? And finally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that Monster High back on Facebook. And here again, I'm thinking of driving time. Is it going to be worth it? Will the $40 total profit of that high school and those dolls, will it be worth it for me? In hindsight, I don't think I would have bought the Monster House. I would have just said, forget about that. The Polly Pockets, I think making a $60 profit, turning a 20 into a 60, knowing I didn't have to drive but 3 miles down the road. We laid all the Polly Pockets out last night, my husband and I. We actually, spent about 30 minutes just putting them all together, looking at them. I'm just going to give them a quick wipe down. They look pretty clean. And I'm going to spend probably an hour or less listing, cleaning, and putting all those items out. So for me, the Polly Pockets, it was worth it. The Monster High, maybe not. So these are just some things that I wanted you to think about as you venture into Facebook Marketplace. Maybe you already have. Maybe you are making those great profit margins, and that's great. But for those that have not yet, think about these things. Think about your safety. Think about driving time. Think about the gas. Think about the cleaning, the sorting, the listing, the time that goes into it. Are you going to make enough profit margin to get your time back? So I know that I'm going to have to think twice before I decide to purchase on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. And hopefully the next time I do buy, I will make a much larger profit margin than $40 or even larger than $60. So, all right, guys, that's it for me for today. If you enjoyed this video, if you would please leave me a thumbs up. And if you would, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this type of content. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Bye-bye.